Good morning. Welcome to the morning edition of, WNERD. No, just kidding. Seth David here from the world famous Nerd Enterprises Incorporated. And I want to record an updated video on inventory. First of all, I'm very inspired this morning because I checked my email, and every week I get an update from Constant Contact about how many new subscribers I have. And I had more new subscribers this past week than I've ever had before in a single week. More than makes up for the one person who unsubscribed, which is fine. One of the things I did at the beginning of this year specifically was I increased the frequency with which I send out my newsletters, knowing full well I would lose a lot of subscribers, but knowing also that those subscribers I would lose were not people that were really interested in the first place. The people who like to get the emails every week are the people who I want on that list. Those are the people who are interested in what I've got to say, hopefully. And some people admit to me that they're not even necessarily interested in what I've got to say. They like to get the reminder that when they need something related to anything I do, I'm the one to go to. And if that's how they're using my newsletter, that's perfect. So I'm a bit inspired. The newsletters right now that I'm sending out are on the topic of inventory, because I've got my upcoming live webinar on inventory. This is a topic I've covered extensively within my consulting practice, and my most popular video on YouTube deals with inventory, but I've never done a live webinar on it. So I'm doing my first ever live webinar on the topic coming up very soon. I can't tell you when because I forgot the date, but I will post it as soon as I finish recording this video. I think it's March 23rd. You know what? I have a computer here. I can check. Of course, it's rebooting right now because Microsoft was kind enough to drop an update on me. I love how they do that. Just take my computer hostage. Anyway, we're going to be talking about inventory. We're going to be talking about how to set up inventory. We're going to be talking about how to purchase inventory. We're going to be talking about how to develop a deep understanding of that setup process so that you know ahead of time while you're setting up that item exactly how it's going to impact your financial statements. And that's so important. And so few people get that when you're setting that item up, you want to know exactly when you record that item on an invoice, for example, where's it going to hit my P&L, where's it going to hit my balance sheet, because this way when you have a special purpose type item that you want to set up, for example, somebody called me, or emailed me rather, this week and asked me about how to handle tips, right? So tips is kind of an unusual thing, but there's a way to set that up in the item list so you can invoice for the tips, because this is a situation where the customers often include the tip in their payment for the services for the day. So the question is how to deal with that. And I explained to her that you create an item in your item list called tips, and you link it to a liability account because that money has to be paid out to the employee. Now, theoretically, that employee is going to get that money paid to them in cash that day, so that money has to be accounted for when you record it against that same liability account. This way it washes out. So that's one example. But we're going to be talking about inventory when you're selling products, how to set it up in such a way that you know exactly how it's going to impact your profit and loss and balance sheet. So I hope you have signed up for my newsletter. It's going out today. Probably by the time this video is up, the newsletter will have gone out. But you can sign up right on my Facebook page or on my blog, or I'll put the link down below wherever you see this video so that you can sign up for my newsletter. And as always, if you have any questions or some topic you'd like to see me cover that you haven't found yet on my YouTube channel or my blog, then by all means, please contact me right away, Seth@nerdenterprises.com, or call me at 866-945-8070. Sometimes I get messages from people saying, no need to call back, just had this idea, thought you might want to cover it in a screencast. And they just left me the idea on my voicemail. I love getting messages like that. It's fun. So give me a call, send me an email, send up a smoke signal. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you on the web.